Alright guys, today we're going to be grading $10,000 worth of damaged grails. These cards are worth thousands of dollars in great condition, but again, we have them in not so great condition. So we're going to go through each one, check the condition out, guess the grade, and then at the end, I'll show you the result. A lot of gold stars. We have Charizard gold stars, 6 of them, 3 Mudkip gold stars, a Regirock gold star, Jolteon gold star, 3 Espeon gold stars, and an Umbreon gold star. Then we have some Shining Charizards, 4 of those unlimited, and a bunch of Shining Gyarados, all unlimited as well. And at the end, a Umbreon from Aquapolis. So I just took them out of the sleeve. It is super weird holding these kind of cards without a sleeve or anything. But again, they're already damaged, so there's nothing really more I can do to them. Starting off with the first Charizard. This one's got a few creases, tons of surface stuff all over. If we look on the back, it's pretty beat up. Honestly, I might say this could get a 2. Usually ones have like major creases. So honestly, I think I would give this a 2. Next up, this one's a lot cleaner. Okay, there's no creases on this. Let's check the back. Dings on the top, whitening everywhere. This one, I want to say it could honestly get a 3 or a 4. Let's go for the best. I think this is going to be a 4, hopefully. Next up, we got number 3. This one's pretty damaged. Creases all throughout, on the front, on the back. This is a bona fide 1 for sure. There's a whole collector group of 1s. So while it's the worst grade, it's still very collectible. Next, Zardy. It's got some creases on the corners. Now, I've seen worse, so really for all of these, we're hoping that they even grade. Sometimes they'll be so bad you can't even grade them. As long as they all grade, we'll be pretty good. Now, I honestly might lean towards 2. There's not like really crazy ones. I'm gonna say this is gonna get a 2. All right, next up, we got another one. This one's a little worse than the last one. It has more creases and they're a bit larger all throughout. Oh yeah, crease all throughout. Looks like kind of water damage on the bottom. This, I would say, has got to be a 1 in my opinion. We're on to the last Zardy. Okay, this one, I think this one's like in the worst condition. Yeah, I'm not too sure if they'll even grade that just because of how bad it is. But, I mean, we'll find out. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Again, 1 if we're lucky. Hopefully they even grade it. All right, on to the Mudkips. These are pretty cool. This one's not too bad. I see a little crease at the top and a wrinkle right there. Hollow is pretty good, not too many scratches. Check the back out. It's not a full crease. It doesn't go all the way through, so it's more of like a light wrinkle slash bend. I feel like you could clean this up really nicely, but again, we're just sending it in as is. This would be like if you found it in your childhood binder or something like that, giving you a realistic grade approach. I'm gonna go with a 3. I think this would get a PSA 3. Next Mudkip we got. Okay, this one's pretty good actually. No creases. No creases is a major deal. So we're honestly looking at 4+ here from what I can see right now. Very, very clean. Probably the cleanest card we've seen so far. Now, maybe I'm spoken too soon. Yeah, back's pretty clean. Oh, all right. You know what? This probably might, so far, is definitely our highest grade. Some whitening, some. I honestly think now that edge wear is pretty gnarly, so I'm leaning towards 5 or 6. I'm gonna be optimistic. I'm gonna say this Mudkip will get a 6. Last Mudkip we got. Oh, okay, hey, this one's pretty relatively clean. When I say clean, I mean it's not like that Zard we saw earlier. This one, again, just the top has a bunch of like edge wear on it, but the hollow again, very, very clean. Little bit of like a bend or something on the corner right there. It's really just that top. It looks like it's peeling a little with some surface. That's pretty major in terms of grading at least. It doesn't look that bad. Back's pretty good. It's got some surface issues, some whitening, but nothing major. This one is probably 4 or 5. I'm gonna lean towards 5 if the other one was a 6. You know, hopefully our grader has a great cup of coffee that morning, gives us a 5. Now we got our Regirock. This one's pretty beat up. Creasing all along throughout the whole thing. Major one at the corner. The back's pretty beat up, but the creases don't go all the way through, so that's a nice little plus, I guess. I'm gonna go with 2 here just because they are pretty big creases. Up next, we got Jolteon. This one has a lot of scratching. It's very hard to tell. I don't know if you can see. It's like micro scratches all over the foil. Check the back. Yep, whitening on all the corners. That's pretty bad. But again, no creases. It looks like there might be a little dent right there. Surface stuff everywhere. I honestly think this is probably about a 5. This looks like a solid 5 in my book. All right, now we're on to the big Evolutions Espeon. This card is pretty beat up. I mean, micro creases everywhere, major whitening on that bottom right corner. I think we're talking, yeah, looking at the back, big creases throughout all over, so whitening. We're gonna go 1. We're just gonna go 1 for this one. Hopefully the other ones are better. I didn't really take a close look at all of them before. There's some creases and like stains, it looks like. So the surface is bad, the edges, the corners, all bad on the front, but not as bad as the last one, to be honest. So this one, I would say this one is a 2. I'm gonna go for a 2. These cards are I'm pretty sure Umbreon and Espeon are like over 1,000, even in their absolute lowest grade as is. So still very, very valuable cards. All right, so last Espeon we got big chunk missing on the 3 corners. Well, all the corners actually. Very, very frayed. Let's check out the back. It's got creases. There's no big, huge ones. So honestly, I think this one could get a 2 if we're, yeah, I think this is a solid 2 right here. On to the Umbreon. This is the big one. Now it's got that big major crease right there. We'll see if it goes all the way on the back. Bunch of micro creases on the left and you know, all around. Yeah, so the crease does go all the way through on the back. The wrinkles all on the side. This one's probably a 1. All right, that's it for the gold stars. Let's get on into the shinings. So we got Shining Zardy, corner on that bottom right, lifting a little bit. Now we do have that pretty big crease on the corner and edge wear all on the top. Surface stuff right there. We got whitening on the edge. This one, I want to say is about a 2 or a 3 with that crease. I think since that's the only one, so I'm going to say PSA 3 on this one. Next Zard, yeah, a bunch of micro creases. This is a lot worse because this one goes all the way through. The length of the crease does matter, size matters. Check out the, okay, now we hit a little snaggle tooth. So I believe if there's writing on it, they do not grade it. We're gonna find out. So this will be a cool little experiment. Will this even grade? Because condition wise, it's definitely like PSA 2 quality. Who knows? So I'm gonna say 2 or alt, like they won't even grade it. Third Shining Zard, corners pretty rough. We got the edges, corners, all rough again. Hollow's not too bad, it's actually pretty clean. This one, there's no creases on this one. So honestly, I think we're looking at about, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a 3. There's like some tiny ones, but yeah, I think this is 3 quality so far. Better than the other 2. Last Shining Zard we got is creases on the bottom left. So yeah, it's really just these 2. And again, these are major. I would say this would be a 2 if there's more damage, but just with these creases alone, I think it's a good 3, just because everything else is clean. I'm gonna go ahead and go with 3 on this one. All right, now we're into the Shining Gyarados. Condition wise, 2 little, it's like lightning strikes. 2 little creases coming down, this one goes all the way. Got a lot of whitening. The crease does go, well, you can see the bend all the way through, but on here it goes all the way through. This one's looking like a 2 in my book. It's got the big crease, but it doesn't go all the way, and everything else isn't as bad, so I would say this is a 2. Next one, check for the double hollow. It's got a little swirl right there, so that's pretty cool. No, that's not a crease, it's more like a scratch. Edge peeling here. This one's looking pretty good. Yeah, that's like another scratch right there. Crease free to me. I think this is all surface stuff, surface scratches. I'm gonna go ahead and go for 3 on this one with the swirl. You can see there's like dents on the hollow from the back because they're sticking up. The crease right there, hard to see. Again, I'm looking at this through the camera just like you guys are. Dents on the front, so surface is pretty bad. Whitening on the edges, corners, left, right, bunch of grime. Oh. Something's up with this middle. It's like a deep gouge, or like something punched it. So that is pretty gnarly. Yeah, the condition wise, I gotta say probably leaning towards 2 for the staple back Gyarados. That's what I'm calling it. Lots of surface stuff, so all this black, no creases that I can see so far. The edge is a little peeling on the corners. On the back, okay, yeah, there it is. Lots of whitening on that top right corner on the back, edge wear a little bit. I keep giving you guys like 2-3 ranges. It's probably one of those for sure. I'm going 3. Corners bad, everything else I don't think is a 2. Next, Gyarados, mini wrinkle on the foil right there. Surface is pretty bad. Oh, there's like a little dent right there. This one's not too bad. No real creases. I think this is a solid, I'm gonna say 4 on this one. Shiny Gyarados, 4 with the little dent right there. That's pretty good. We got a wrinkle across. Some more dents and stuff at the top. Then we got, oof. Not too bad on the back. You can't really, yeah, you can see the bend now. This one's probably about a 2, I have to say. Whitening all over. Last Shiny Gyarados, we have wrinkles right there. Tons of wrinkles. Oh, there's all that dirt and grime. Whitening on the corners. This isn't too bad though. With those wrinkles, I want to say like a 3. I think this could get a 3 because it's very light. And last but not least, Umbreon from Aquapolis. This one is pretty cool. No creases. Oh, well, there's like those minor wrinkles right there. Very minor. The hollow surface is pretty clean. A lot of surface stuff and edge wear, but no real major, I mean, yeah, the edge wear right there. Well, with these little wrinkles, I want to say it could get like a 5. All right, gonna go drop these off to PSA. You're gonna see the results in a few seconds, but I'll be waiting for like a month. Just like that, the grades have arrived, the editing magic. I've actually had these for like a week now, so it's been sitting here and I'm finally able to open it up with you guys. I used to always check the PSA like as soon as I get it just to see the grades, but now that I record it and stuff, I figured it's much more fun to like do it live. I decided I'm actually gonna collect all the gold stars in a PSA 1, so hopefully this submission gives me a leg up. I pretty much paid $10,000 to grade this. It was like $9,000, I believe, for the actual cards themselves, and then, you know, like $1,000 plus for shipping grading. So let's just say $10,000 total to get these slabs in hand. Let's see if we made any money. Let's see if it was the right move. Go box number 1. I'm pretty excited. I'm just gonna open up both boxes. Let's just start off with this one off the bat. Now already I'm like, oh wait, honestly, I totally forgot. So I was worried some of these would not be graded at all. And I just realized that there's no like non-slab cards, which means every single one of these got a grade, which is really nice. Starting off, it reminded me because this card is in absolute terrible condition. I can almost guarantee this will be a 1. I don't know what card it is, so we're just gonna flip it over and it's gonna be Charizard Gold Star PSA 1. There we go. That's pretty much as beat up as it gets, crinkled all over front and back. So that's the start to my Gold Star 1 collection. Next up, let's see, it might be in order. Let's go ahead and cover it up. Oh, this is an Espeon. See, told you it was not in order. So Espeon, I think we had like 3 of these, but go ahead and see, we got a 1. Okay, that's honestly pretty good. Not complaining with the 1. When you compare the 1s, I mean, this Espeon is a lot better than the Charizard. So once it gets into that 1 territory, it's like damage and then like super damage. So you can't really tell. Next up we have, let's see which one this is. Okay, another Espeon. Now I'm hoping for a 2 since we already got a 1, but to be fair, it got graded and we got a 1. All right, another Espeon 1. So far, nothing but 1s. All right, next up. Okay, so if it's in like semi in order, this should be another Espeon. Oh, this is a Charizard. Okay, looking at the front, creases all over. It's a 1. There we go. Another 1. This one's pretty beat up. Whitening all over, edges all over. This is a 1 if I've ever seen it. Another Zardy, and I'm gonna say 1. Another 1. Looking like DJ Khaled over here. So next up, everything, but there's no like big creases. So if anything, I'd say this one has a good chance of not being a 1. And let's see, it's a 3. Yeah, I knew this one was gotta be better. I'll see if this is worth more than a 1 based on solds. You'll know because I'll put it on the thing. But next up, this one's also looking, this one might get like a 4 or 5. I don't know what it is, but Mudkip Gold Star. Okay, maybe a 6 even. I don't really see anything other than that whitening on the back and all that. So we're hoping for 5, 6, probably not a 7, but something high would be really nice. And we got a 7? Whoa! Oh, this is probably, this is money. I don't know what these go for, but this one's another 1,000+ card. Next up we have, this one's pretty beat up. Another Zardy. Oh yeah, look at all that creasing. We can go ahead and get that out the way. Of course, a oneer. Next up, this one's whitening on the edge, corners, creases, a Zardy. Let me see. Probably a 1, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's 2. It's a 1. Next up, this one is very damaged, creased all the way through. Yeah, this one's pretty much a 1. Now it's weird because I've had some, oh, this is the Umbreon. Okay, this is actually a big one. If this isn't a 1, I'd be very surprised, but sometimes they like to gatekeep one, so they'll give it like a 2, which is weird. And it is a 1. Sweet. So that is very cool. Next up, we have Shining Charizard. Okay, so this is a big one. Corner over there. And let's see, we got a 2. Okay, so pretty much what I was thinking. Next up, okay. This one I'm very surprised they graded because I've heard that if you have any ink at all on your card that it's considered like altered and stuff. I actually don't really know how that affects the grade either. I'm gonna go with a 2 because it was similar to the last one and it got a 2 with MK. I think that stands for Mark. So, okay, exactly what I was talking about. Next up, Shining Gyarados. Yeah, this one's looking pretty grim, but no creases. So we'll go ahead and 2. Next up, we have Shining Gyarados. Not that much surface stuff. A 2 is what it is. I think these are all going to be Gyaradoses. This one's not too many like hard creases. Flip it over. Oh, this is Mudkip, not a Gyarados. Okay, so this is a pretty big one. A little bit of whitening, silvering at the bottom. A 3, okay. Not bad, not bad. Pretty much what I mean. It is not in order at all. Next up, this card's actually also not looking pretty bad. Just a bit of whitening at the top. So very clean. Hopefully it's a big card. Shining Gyarados. And we got a 3. Wait, what? I guess because there's that, it's like whitening but mini crease kind of thing. I don't know. I would assume this is a lot better than a 3. All right, next up, this one. Okay, a lot of whitening, mini creases. Espeon. Okay, let's go ahead and there we go. 1 for the Espy. All right, looking at this one. This one's not too bad. Regirock. Okay, it is pretty. It's like wrinkles, kind of. A 1. That's actually good for me because I'm gonna keep it. Next up, we got no big creases, which is what we like to see. So I'm thinking high grades. Maybe we'll get a 7 again. Mudkip. Oh my goodness gracious. There's nothing on the surface. Let me check. Oh, okay. The top of the card is it's like wrinkled, like it's peeling off. A 4, okay. Last one on, oh, I thought it was something on the case. It was literally just a huge crease. The crease, I don't think is big enough to get a 1. Shining Zardy, we're gonna go ahead and, okay, 2. Now we're on to our little last stack. This card is, hold up, this card is like super clean. Okay, actually, I don't remember if I sent in other cards. Okay, so this will be like a little bonus one, I guess. It's really cool, I've never seen it before. It has 4 swirls, so there's 1 right there, 1 right there in the corner, 1 in the mouth, and then 1 on the board over there. So 4 swirl. I'm hoping it's a 9 because then I get to keep it for myself for my 9 collection. We got a 7? What? I thought for sure. Wait, it's actually very clean though. That is a true anomaly. You're telling me this is the same as that Mudkip that we got earlier? No way. So I think these might all be bonuses. Okay, this one looks pretty rough. Jolteon Gold Star. Okay. But we'll see. Okay, a 4. That's pretty good. Next up, okay, this one's looking Shiny Gyarados. Okay, so this one's not too expensive. A 3. Perfect. Next up, we have, oh, it's kind of cool. It looks like a little lightning strike, so not bad. A 1. Next up, this one's another Gary, probably double crease. Oh, a Zardy. A 2. Okay, wait. There's no really rhyme or reason, I suppose, but next up we have, this was actually really clean. This might be something I sent in for a 10er. Oh, ADP. I think I was just hoping for a 9 on this one. It was like off-centered, but like the 9s are worth more than raw. Yeah, okay. 9s are worth more than raw. That's what we're kind of looking for. This one might be another modern. Sylveon VMAX. I guess there's a little bonus clips. So Sylveon VMAX, 10. Nice, a little 10er on the Sylveon. This one's looking like another. Oh, okay, Rocket's Mewtwo EX. This one I think I just got. Obviously a 9 would be nice, but we got no swirls or anything, but relatively clean for what it is. Hoping for a 9. We got a. Oh, wait, what? That is crazy. I'm pretty sure I was just hoping for a 9. No way I was going for a 10. This is like a $2,000 card plus. maybe 3. I don't know. Wow, wow. Talk about a surprise. I guarantee this is gonna sell very well. I might keep for myself. I don't really know. It's cool art. Crazy. Okay, so good thing I sent in these extras with it. It's a little cool bloopers. Next up, I don't know what this is. Okay, Aquapolis Umbreon. Obviously whitening on it. A lot of surface stuff. Ooh, there's like the little wrinkling. Okay. A 4. Okay. After seeing that wrinkling, kind of expected it. Next up, Machamp V. You know, I think we're just going for a 10er on this one, so. A 7? This is just like the Rayquaza. I don't know how this got a 9 is like, okay, you know, it is what it is. You get a 9, but a 7 is crazy. Okay, this is for sure getting recracked. We're on our last 3. Okay, so we got more shiny Gyarados here. Whitening, surface all over, mini creases. Another 2. Last, they might all be Gyaradoses. Oh, Latios GX. Okay, I think I was going for a 9 on this one as well. This one's actually a pretty big one. Yeah, it's like off-centered. I'm pretty sure I'm just going for a 9er. Oh, let's go! It is off-centered, slightly, but it's kind of like a coin flip because, you know, the centering, 60-40, whatever. Yeah, no wonder this upcharge was so expensive because those 2 cards alone is like $4,000, $5,000. Adding it off with another Gary, speckles all over, no creases, no like wrinkles or anything. Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. Very, very happy with the results, not only with the damaged grails, but also with the extra little bonus thing I sent in. So we'll see how I did. I'll put it up here. I'm pretty sure that eclipsed the 10K that we spent, so very good pickup. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great day. Every month we do giveaways for our members, so last month's for the Blastoise Piplup winner is Izzy. Big congrats to him. Every member is entered into the giveaway no matter what tier they're in, so if you're interested in joining, scroll down and hit the join button right next to the subscribe button. If you don't see it, that means you have to do it on a computer, but this month's giveaway is going to be a shiny Pikachu PSA 10 from Shiny Treasures. Good luck to all the members, and special shout out to our Solar Beam supporters. So we have Michael W, Haru, Bitter Beings, Clyde, Bronze God 321, Dunwa, and Lasse Kronborg. Our Razor Leaf members, Izzy, Will B, Scooch, Poppin' Will, Nick Musica, Jesse, Robert, Darren Castro, Austin Gray, Liz Sawyer, and Hachi Ken. Thank you guys, y'all are the best.